when the pussy kids on the team would be like, I'm having heat stroke. And they'd have to sit in the gator. They'd have to sit in the gator under the shade. Fat attacks on the football field.
Fat attacks are real.
And then occasionally dudes would die from fat attacks. Like every year across the country, a bunch of dudes die from fat attacks in practice. But every year, kids, one of them listens to this. One of my friends had a fat attack, and I know he listens to this. They taped ice across his chest, and he had to sit in the gator with his shirt off.
Yeah, you need they're like EpiPens or
Nugs,
like defibrillators.
Dude. What up, Nugs?
Instead of the defibrillator, you need like a fan for a fat attack. You're just like, hold on, let me.
Fat attacks are brutal.
Blow some air, turn it up. No, we need high. Turn it up to high, doctor.
So Lemaire, you got sent to the gator, dude. They had to put you under a tree.
This was a story I heard. It was that the place was packed, right? So already it's packed, summertime. The threat levels for a fat attack are high. So they said Lemaire pulls up.
They should have that on the news. Like a weather channel be like, today's fat attack probability is red. We're in the red today. Might want to powder your balls, fats.
Powder your balls and keep a towel handy to dab your head.
If you're black, you can carry a towel, which is nice.
I saw a guy dabbing his head today.
If you're white, you must wear shorts and Crocs.
Yeah, so Lemaire, the story was you rolled up. It was sweltering. It was crowded. And then
showed up uninvited.
A good friend of the
Correct me if I'm wrong. Uninvited to a full
he was
capacity.
Warned. He was warned. Our friends were like, Lemaire, it's really crowded here and it's really hot. You can come, but it's going to be kind of miserable.
So his friends were like, there's a good chance you're going to have a fat attack. I'm not going to say it, but it's hot up here. It's not built for the thicks.
Yeah.
The fats.
You were discovered on the steps of this place. Am I correct? Sitting, not laying.
Didn't make it to the roof.
No, I think he made it. He went back in.
You can make like a video game out of it, like an Oregon Trail. Just Lemaire trying to get to a rooftop.
It was hot.
You have to stop and hunt for chips. You have to dump, dude.
Dude, it gets even better. So the story I heard that I guess you went out there like, oh, it's too crowded, hit the steps, and then you were discovered by a friend of the podcast sitting there.
Friend of the podcast found you.
She was like
collapsed in the hallway.
Concerned and was like, "Dude, are you okay?" And you were like, "I don't feel well." So then you went and laid.
They gotta treat it. They gotta throw buckets of water on him. They gotta treat him like a whale being transported to a different tank. They gotta throw water on him.
Lemaire was then transported to the owner's bed, and laid in the owner's bed. Fans on. Did you have a cold towel? I believe there's a cold compress applied.
No, I don't know.
Ice, maybe?
You don't know? You blacked out?
There was ice. You fatted out. There was ice. Your Honor, I fatted out. I don't recall. There was ice. I think the person applied ice, and you laid it
to his brow. Was she like,
"True,
thank you."
Yeah, Lemaire. Quick question. I mean, look it off the.
Look at your pride right now. I see your pride.
I don't have any pride.
Admit your attack.
I was being a cool guy. And
You're being Mr. Cool?
I was being Mr. Cool.
How cool?
I was at the punchline before.
Oh, that's
being
Mr. Cool.
With Andy and Nate, and I had like 3 or 4 scotch and sodas.
You can't drink. Do you drink?
I drink a little bit.
I feel like I've never drank with you.
No, we have to.
Now he drinks. He's a mogul.
True. Now these bullying white executives.
So you had a couple scotch and
I
sodas.
had a couple scotch sodas. Then I go to the roast battle, very nervous. Get upstairs.
What are you nervous about?
Because I didn't think I'd get in, and then you get.
Because it was full capacity, and they said don't come.
Yeah, more welcome.
We can't let you in.
Yeah, but what else am I going to do? Just wait.
That's a Mr. Cool move. I know what you did. You big timed everybody there. You said,
didn't big time.
you know me.
More scotch and sodas. You
I'm
barged
Matt
in.
and Shane's producer. You
I
know
did
me.
not- I didn't say nothing. I didn't say anything.
So you ran to your car and grabbed a knife.
True.
I followed Andy and Nate in.
And Matt's wife was there to stop you.
Andy was on a
Damn.
roast battle, so I followed them in.
Gotcha.
Andy was on it, so I came with him. And then they had this drink in the back that was like wine and I don't know. I drank
Jungle
a bunch.
juice?
I drank a bunch. I think it
Sangria,
was jungle
bro?
juice. I think it was jungle juice. I drank a bunch.
Sangria brings me back to Madrid. I'm going back to Madrid, dude. I'm getting some sangria. Little fall, you get to walk through the streets and the marketplaces. They just ladle you some fucking
You gotta go, dude.
sangria.
You gotta go back.
I said, dámele.
You're back in like a full like old school country, like a little.
I'm going full
Paris
I'm going
schoolboy.
back MAGA, dude. I'm going full MAGA.
Probably
bro.
get respect over there.
The fascistas?
Fascistas, dude.
The fascistas will be like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, get this guy in here.
So Lemaire, so you go in there, you shoulder to the punch bowl,
Yeah.
You came
elbow
in
your way to the punch bowl.
shit-faced.
I came in drunk and I started power drinking, and then the show was over, and I was like, I gotta go on the stairs. I'm sweating, and I threw up, and then I went to sit down, and then Kyle
Threw up?
a friend of
Ew,
the
you
show-
threw up punch?
I threw up. It was like a lot. It was like
Yeah, but you threw up there was food in there.
yeah, there was food in there. too.
Jesus Christ.
What were you grubbing on beforehand?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. What were you grubbing on?
It was
know.
probably Chipotle.
Oh, Chipotle and
Chipotle scotch and jungle juice in a fucking hot stairwell? That's like a pressure cooker, dude. That's like a
dude.
They put that's like what those
That's a
kids,
bomb.
That's Boston Marathon. They just put Chipotle and scotch in a Lemaire, set him on the sidewalk, and he exploded.
So you hit the steps, you puke.
After I puke, I hit the steps. I was on the steps because I was waiting for the bathroom to open up and waiting for nobody to be there so I can go puke. But then I was discovered.
Good friend
by a
Kyla
good
Fox
friend.
discovers you.
Yeah, a lady found him.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, what are you doing in here? Oh my god, are you suffering from a fat attack on the steps? No, it was Chipotle. That's a fat attack, dude. Don't try to blame fucking pre-existing conditions on this.
That's true. That's like a COVID test.
that's
you
a
have
COVID
pneumonia
test.
and you have a little bit of COVID. So you're discovered on the steps. So you did take refuge. You St. Francis of
I
Assisi
accepted,
in someone
yes.
else's bed
Yeah.
till your feet.
You rested up. They laid you to rest in someone's bed.
He was in a fevered state. In his fevered state.
Oh, dude, just putting a fucking like sweaty dude you didn't invite to a party in your bed. I fucking hate you for this.
Sneakers on.
I didn't lay in the bed. I laid on the.
I mean, I can't believe you assumed he was wearing sneakers, but go ahead.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah, they were. Side of the bed though. I didn't put my feet on the bed.
Were you wearing your tennis shoes? Your finest tennis shoes? You didn't put your feet on the bed.
No,
You remember that. You don't remember anything else.
No, I remember Kyla.
You remember the
guiding
thing
me-
where you were polite. That's what you remember?
I remember Kyla guiding me to the bed, and then she left.
Did you think you were getting some?
No.
You're like, damn, girl, you gonna take You move quick. She found you in the stairwell. I was like, come on, get to the bedroom now.
Quick, you have 24 hours. So how did you recover? What happened?
I laid down for like 10 minutes, and I went upstairs on the couch, talked about basketball, and then I drove home.
Fat attack. If
You
you
drove
recovered
home.
in 10 minutes.
My agent immediately was like, let's book a show and give all the money to Notre Dame. Notre Dame needs a champion. I woke up the next day like, fuck. Fuck, that's a lot of money. Fuck.
You just take your half of the pros, like the fire show you're doing. Like, actually, Bill, I'll donate my own half to Notre Dame.
Fuck the LA Fires. That's going to Notre Dame needs a D tackle. I need to give that to an 18-year-old.
This dude's nuts, man. I think y'all did something for the LA Fires. Y'all get
That's on Monday.
proceeds.
Me and Burr
Yeah.
are gonna do a show out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's
that'll
it
be-
at? Where's the show at?
I don't know. In LA, I forget what it's called. The Wiltern.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? The
They were
Wiltern.
talking about that when I was over there.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. I thought it was something for kids. I thought it was a like a fundraiser.
What I'm doing?
Yeah, I thought
It's a fundraiser
tell-
for the Fires.
Okay,
for
okay.
LA.
Yeah, I think it's going towards Randy Quaid's mansion.
Yeah. No, what's happening is all those rich people whose houses burnt down. Not that I'm like fuck them,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
they are all renting apartments now in LA, and the prices are just
Oh, fuck.
everyone's fucked now because now thousands of rich people
Yeah.
are just buying.
Came down
everybody
from
else's.
the hills and
Yeah.
they're just crushing it.
And like landlords are calling people like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here!
That's fucked.
I got a guy who's gonna pay triple what you're paying."
Oh,
And if people don't know the laws, they're just like, "Oh fuck, my landlord said I had to leave."
that sucks.
Yeah. So
what the fuck are y'all talking about, man?
The fires. The
there's
rich
fires in
have to
LA.
send
Did
After
you,
the
you don't
drone-
know the fucking
Did you
drones.
hear about it? No. That shit was a crazy situation for real. You know, it's crazy. We had just eaten at that Nobu. I don't know if that shit burnt down.
Yeah, I don't know anything about LA.
Yeah,
So they were telling me where
Like
shit was
over there
burning.
in
I
like
was
a
like,
Malibu area, they got
Yeah.
like a bunch of restaurants on the
Yeesh.
water. But I saw a lot of that shit burning down on that whole strip.
Damn.
Yeah, like the houses and everything. I don't know if Nobu or Soho might still be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you were there after the fire? Or right
Nah, it
before?
was like 2 days before it started.
Whoa.
We were just there.
was it fucking
And then I
windy?
saw the videos of it, of somebody driving through that same area.
Oh wow.
And I was like, damn, this shit looks completely
Jesus.
like swept through it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what all got affected.
Well, it
by
was weird too, because like you would look at the footage and there'd be one house left on the block, and it's like that'd be crazy to just come back and be like, oh fuck,
Yeah, I did it.
shit, all right,
Hey, I'll move back in.
just move right
just gonna
back
be
in. Just chill. That's it's
Yeah, you
really
just live
fucked
on
up.
the fucking the moon.
Could you
Yeah,
imagine?
true.
Just
Be the
craters
Martian.
everywhere. You're just in a house.
Be the Martian.
That's crazy, man.
That's fucked up, dude. I came
Yeah, it's
across
fucked up that y'all laughing over there,
I
man.
know,
What y'all
for real.
doing, bro? That's not cool, man.
This is
Well,
what they
I
do.
got a fact
Praying
that's
for
gonna
the
sober the
families and
room.
everybody, you know.
Dude, I heard recently
Yeah, man.
37%. This is gonna sober
Praying
us
for the
up.
families.
37%.
Oh, for real. You see, I'm trying to whisper into my
really
mic as he's talking.
I don't think it's funny,
praying
but
for the
pray for
family.
the
Nah,
families.
all jokes aside, I really don't find that none of that funny for real.
For sure.
No, but I'm doing a fundraiser. What are you doing to help?
I was looking to come with y'all. That's why I brought it up. I wanted to.
Good.
And
Let's
I
get
wanted
out
to
there.
involve myself.
Hell
with you
yeah.
guys'
There you go.
association.
I mean, they
Support
would love
anything y'all are doing to portray.
No, he was in Atlanta when I was, and I was like, because I was going over to say what's up to the team before the game, and I was like, be nice to have Drewski with me for the black players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I walk in, you know, the O line was hyped to see me.
True.
So let's get the wideouts and DBs fired up. Let's get the running
wide
backs.
receivers fired
Let's
up.
get
in
the
there.
running backs and wideouts going a little. Here's
Not the
Drewski.
running backs.
Let's get Drewski.
Yo, you're stupid as
Linebackers
fuck,
and O
bro.
line were flying.
How do they look
The
at you
whites
like?
were like,
They gotta know who you are though. The black players know.
Yeah, they did.
yeah.
I was surprised.
Yeah. Why though? They
A little,
know who
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
I didn't think they'd get as hyped. I was like, I was going into it like, no one's gonna give a fuck. This is gonna be awkward. I walked in there like sick.
Nah, they fuck with you, man. Everybody do.
Shannon Sharpe used to do that where he'd be like, I can't believe all these white people know about me. It's like, dude, you have one of the biggest shows on YouTube. What are you talking about?
Yeah, his shit is jumping now.
It's
too.
huge.
After that Cat Williams situation, he's
Yeah.
I think it's like at 90 million for that one episode.
Yeah.
He got paid from just that one episode.
Just that. Dude, the sex tape was kind of sus, though. That was like,
Yeah, I don't know if that was
how do you
true
go on
either.
Instagram Live on accident?
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
That
and then he
doesn't
just
happen.
promoted
Not at all.
boner pills.
I don't.
afterwards.
I don't think I'm buying that either. I don't know. I don't know if that actually happened for real.
I mean,
feel,
you know, more power to him if it was like a viral
I feel like he
one.
would have went longer.
What do you mean?
If it was intentional, I think he would have went
Yeah.
longer. That was quick. Dude.
I didn't. I
He knows
didn't get
everyone's
to
a
see
fast
how
one.
it ended either, though.
It was quick.
Well,
It's
yeah.
like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but it could have
He
been.
was going hard though.
he
He's
could
like,
have
You
set
got
it
to
off.
think about it after. Yeah, he was going
He was
hard.
growling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good
It was
girl. I
fucking
think he had
intense.
some good girls in there.
It was intense.
But see, that's the thing about it. If he was growling and doing all that, at some point you're about to bust. If you're doing all that,
Oh,
because
yeah.
once you get in the mind, you're already
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sounds. See, that's people don't talk about that enough. The sounds will get you.
Fucking
Yeah, a girl.
if a
can
girl
start
makes one
talking,
noise,
right,
I go,
right,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
That's true. That's true.
I told you not to make a fucking sound.
I wear earplugs. I wear that shit guys wear when they land planes. I put that on.
It's a mind thing, man. So that's why I feel like with his shit, it's like, yo, can you do that again? What do you usually say?
Yeah, fuck it. The second is like,
Shut the fuck
don't
up.
come, don't come, don't come. I'm right there. You go, oh shit! I was shooting at that bitch. Goddamn.
Nah, I feel
gonna
like
come.
because immediately after he promoted like these sex pills, so I don't know if that could
Yeah.
have been a promotional thing, you know. Kind
a
of
good
like
way
when
to
Snoop
promote.
Dogg said he was done smoking.
Yeah,
He came out with the fireless grill or whatever.
yeah. Someone that company could have slid right in real quick though. I'm like, dude, promote us.
Hey man,
Everyone's talking about you grunting on that lady.
Who knows? You're right though. That shit was a quick hump.
It was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could have
He
been
was-
in the middle of humping and set it off mid.
No, you had Instagram
Nah, you gotta
Live.
go through what somebody screen recorded everything you have to do to go live.
That's what
on
I'm saying.
Instagram. And it was like 7 different buttons you have to press. to make
Maybe
it
the
happen.
girl did it. Maybe the girl did it on his phone because there's no way he did that on accident. That's what I was saying originally.
Because once you get to the open, the fucking camera thing, which you slide over, you got to keep swiping to get to the live. And then once you get to the live, it asks you again, are you sure?
Yeah.
You want to go live? It's not like it's not a pocket dial. You gotta like literally get there and agree to everything that is asking. So I don't know. I'm
glad he did it.
Yeah. Well, why would that be?
That's just nice.
Yeah.
I just like having it around. And also, I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe when I'm having sex, I go, good Lord, if somebody heard me.
I listen to it to get hype. If I like got a show, I listen to it just to hype myself
You
up.
put the sex
Put
tape
the audio in, just get hype right before I go on stage.
That should be what you walk out to. Just play it for 2 minutes straight.
Oh, that's a good girl. Yeah.
Bro said that's a good girl.
He threw a couple good girls in there, which is like, all right.
Yeah, he did though. That's what made it believable with me. I think once you start throwing shit like that in, it's like, oh, okay,
good girls.
This might be real.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, dude, talking her through an orgasm, like, good girl. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Ew, bro.
He's just training, dude.
That's
He's
more
training
of a black thing, though.
Is it?
What's good, my nigga? That's my boy. So,
I was hoping.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
We're just in here grunting. We're in here coming.
Yeah, man.
Dude, so this is what I was about to tell you guys to sober up the room. Apparently, remember Kinsey, the sex researcher back in the 50s? They made a movie about this guy.
Back in the what?
Back in like the 50s, this guy.
How old are you, man?
I'm 38. For a second, I was like, am I 50 years old?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
So apparently in the 50s, this guy did like a crazy sex study where he like was interviewing housewives, dudes, and he was like, because nobody would talk about sex back then, and he was like, here's what's actually occurring. And apparently, I just learned this the other day. According to his stats, 37% of men have had homosexual experiences, defined by one of the men reaching orgasm back in the 50s, and that was Self-Who reported. That's a crazy stat.
What? Okay, what made you fucking look this up, man?
My brother told me about it.
Oh, you were jacking off.
No, I wasn't.
Bro said my fucking brother. Right. In the middle of a
my
good
brother told me I had the text.
session, this guy was researching facts
research
about how to come better.
You definitely, he stopped jacking off. He
like,
stopped
what?
watching porn, now you're jacking off to fucking research.
Don't
Don't act like you wouldn't jack off to some research.
I wouldn't jerk off to the research. The questionnaire, maybe. The questionnaire, maybe.
The questionnaire.
If the questionnaire was charging enough, it'd be like erotica.
37% of dudes were around
In the 50s, dude. I could be wrong. My brother could be misleading me. He could be, leading me down.
Like somebody came.
Yes. 2 dudes partied. At least 1 dude came, if not both.
That's interesting. What does your brother do?
Just chills.
He's chilling.
Oh, he
chills.
He's not even working.
He's off the grid, bro.
He's off the grid.
He's off the grid, man.
Well, I understand why.
He's doing research.
I understand why.
He's in the dungeon, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he just hit me with the fact.
Bro said he's in the dungeon, man.
He's cooking up. Research on guys being gay in the 50s.
Dude, I mean, is that a fucked up fact?
It's an insane statistic.
If true, look, Google it, dude. Please produce this. Google. I want to know if my brother's misleading me.
His brother, man.
Dude, 30s in the 50s, dude. That's crazy, and that's self-reporting. I mean,
it's good they included the jizz part because otherwise, back then, everybody would be like, "I was kind of fucking gay." I said good night to a guy when I was leaving a party. Yeah,
10. My brother's fluffing the numbers, bro.
He's fluffing.
37 is crazy.
Yeah, you need
Kinsey,
to call your
look
brother,
up
man. I want to
K-I-N-S.
talk. I want to talk to this guy.
I gotta get some
Yeah,
clarification.
call him. What's his name? Cal.
Tom.
Typical. I knew it was one of those 3-letter names.
I'll put him on right now. Let me see if he can clarify.
Man. I want to talk to him.
Oh shit! I don't know why I typed Thomas.
Oh, fuck Tom.
Let's go. Let's get the clarification.
Is he older or the younger brother?
He's my older brother.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, that's very weird.
He's the oldest. He's doing research.
Second older.
Oh, it was Tom. Fed's older than Tom?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
K-Fed's older than Tom. He's on FaceTime audio, dude. He's on that. Oh, shit, I mean, that's sure.
You like
And
it?
they dance in
you
the
go to
grave with that
Latin,
one black dude.
Latin mass?
I do, yeah. Wait, which black dude?
Jesus.
Yes, we love him.
He wasn't black, dude.
What?
I mean,
Arab.
He would have been in the sun a lot.
Arab.
He would have been darker than we are today.
I like how the blacks try to claim him when he's clearly Arab.
Yeah, he's obviously Arab.
And they
all
were
came
like,
from
not
Africa,
white
though.
means black.
We all did come from Africa, though.
You ever think of that?
I mean, who built the pyramids? I don't know.
Aliens,
Calling us aliens now.
aliens, and the blacks.
That is crazy to have an eighth wonder of the world just lifted up under your fingertips. Like, nah, that was us.
Yeah, we did that.
We did that. We did that.
You guys, what have you guys done?
Fuck it, stock market.
True. Pretty good.
You know,
What
pretty
else? That is pretty good. Hollywood.
much, a schmear.
Mendelssohn.
Hollywood.
You had.
Nuclear weaponry.
Yeah.
Yep.
My thing, why don't we just settle it once and for all? That has to be the easiest thing to like truly investigate and just prove. And then from there, be like, all right.
What's that?
Like who made the?
To be like, it's the Jewish controlled media. To be like, that's a lie. Be like, fine, I don't care.
I
But
don't know why
like,
we won't admit it.
hit the fucking paperwork and then be like, look, we only own 30%. And be like, yeah, that's fair.
Right.
50, 60, 70. Like, what percentage of the media would have to be owned? And then it's like, at that point, it's like,
Gardini's looking it up.
At-
You can be
that
on a
point-
list, guard dog. You can't. You can't
That's the thing. I don't.
the
That's the thing
media.
that freaks me out. It's like, why not just like look into it and then be like, oh, it's 60%, and people will go, okay, well, that's fair, free market capitalism. Why are you crying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what's the fuss?
What's the fuss?
It's not a group. It's their individuals who all own it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But Kanye West is arguing like, yeah, but if they happen to all be, if 90% would happen to be Jewish who own the media, theoretically,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm just saying that's the case, and they're like, no, that's not true. It's like, dude, we can easily prove this.
Well,
right
it
now.
is true.
The guy
Is
from
it true?
Virgin. The guy from Virgin is
That
not Jewish.
most of the heads of media corporations are Jewish.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
I think that's
But like
definitely.
I don't know.
90% of
I
your
haven't-
basketball players are black.
So do
It's
they
not
own
like
the
the
NBA?
black-owned NBA.
The what?
You can be white and play in the NBA. Like the blackness
For sure.
doesn't qualify you to do it, and maybe it does. I'm not
point.
familiar with
What are
the
you
rules in this
saying?
country.
What the hell are
I'm
you
just saying
talking
white
about?
people are having a hard time playing sports over here.
We're having a bit of a renaissance, dude. We've been
Yeah.
flying
Yeah.
in those Eastern European bros.
We
who've
are
been,
having a
like-
renaissance.
You're getting big Croatians in there.
MVP
Oh, yeah.
the last 2 years in the NBA has been a honky.
He's so good.
Yeah, true. Gasol.
Yeah.
Wait, who owns the media corporations?
Gasol.
What is there?
Is that
New
what
York
it is?
Al
Times.
Gasol.
Paul
Gasol.
No,
Is
it's
New York
I
Times
know
a
it's
Mexican?
my
got
bad.
it.
My bad.
What's
You got
Carlos Slim?
Well, that's
Am I right?
Hold on. We don't change the subject.
Yeah,
We're
no,
getting
he
to the
said
bottom of the JM.
Okay, that's what I'm
saying.
talking
Yeah,
about.
Google it.
I'm saying the New
New
York
York
Times
Times
is
owned
by
by
Mexico.
Mexico.
analysis.
We're talking over each other.
True.
This is exactly what the JM wants. They want us squabbling.
What's the prognosis?
I mean, I tried in the car. You can't really find the data.
They won't let you find the data.
Why not? That's what I'm saying.
Not on the
Right,
first page
I-
of Google.
We
Just
know
go
how
to
many white
Wikipedia.
CEOs there are.
Who owns YouTube?
Google.
A lady? No, not
No.
CEO. We're talking about owner.
Yeah, bro. We're talking about the board.
Who owns YouTube?
My thing is
Zuckerberg is big.
Zuckerberg,
He's
yeah.
Jewish. That's a big one.
But then Bezos owns Amazon. He's not Jewish.
He's
is
not
he?
Jewish, but that's not media.
Yeah, what the fuck's Bezos?
They have Amazon
I
Prime
think he's
Video.
like super what,
like-
like
They're trying.
top level white.
What's that one? It's like Zoroastrian. What's that?
Zoroastrian?
Is
Yeah.
he Zoroastrian?
He might be Zoroastrian.
He
dude.
could be.
I
Lizard
don't know
person.
what
That
he is.
predates Judaism, though.
Yeah, I don't
That
know
was
what
one of
he
the
is.
first monotheisms.
Damn, dude.
Zoroastrian.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can marry your cousins.
Ahura Mazda is the god. And he has an evil counterpart that brought all the evil into the world.
What's the evil guy's name? Do you
I
know?
forget. It's something like that, but it's like,
Mr. Naughty.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the translation.
Yeah, that was, dude,
Mr. Naughty.
Zoroastrianism was the shit for a while, and it just completely collapsed.
Yeah.
Couple
Jesus
guys
came.
left, couple
Jesus
bros
came
left.
and gave the world the truth.
Well, yeah, then it was Judaism.
You
and then-
guys tried to deny it, and you hurt him. You hurt him. You guys were mean to our Lord.
Yeah, we tried to stop something that would affect our dominance. What
You had
world
no
were we-
dominance, dude. Rome was fucking you guys up.
David fucking nuked you guys with a goddamn slingshot, bro.
What?
Yeah, Judaism was the most powerful place on earth.
Well, I do think they were in the process of getting the power.
You couldn't even figure out what you were trying to say. It was pretty good, but the Romans came in and gave you
We
all
had
that
we
for
had a no conversion rule when David was in charge.
Yeah.
They're like, we're too. You guys are gonna do this for the wrong reasons now. Just trying to join up. No conversion.
That is the one thing. The Jewish history it's epic, dude.
Yeah.
Literally a small band of dudes fighting their way out of a desert, trying to get killed from every angle.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of a success story.
It's
I'm always
Kill Bill.
like,
It's a fucking huge success story.
it's crazy.
Now they
dude.
control the biggest empire in the world.
The
It's
media.
pretty sick.
They control the
That's
United
what I'm saying.
States.
What
They
I'm
control
saying
the
is,
banks and media.
I think I think the history is so fucking lit and terrifying
Yeah.
that it's just like, dudes, if I find out that it's 95% JM, it's just a big high five. Like, dude, that's the craziest.
every Nobel Peace Prize or every Nobel they win everything.
They win
That's
everything.
what I'm saying. If
They're
we find out
smart.
it's true, then it's like, okay, what's good? How'd you do it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Learn from them. Focus on the positives.
That's what I'm saying.
I
But
think
no
peop-
one will give me the data.
I
I'm
don't think
trying
they
to
own the
deliver the
media.
ultimate high five and be like, dudes,
What?
Who are the big media outlets? Because they were saying Jews are
Viacom?
It's like two.
CBS, AT&T, Comcast. But they were saying Jews control the media before any of these places existed.
true.
I think they did.
But who are they?
they-
Like,
We
who owns
don't.
them?
You literally can't talk about. You literally cannot talk about this
Why can't we talk about
because they
it?
think if someone got the right fucking internet image of like all the things, they would just everyone would launch a Holocaust again. It's like I don't think that'll happen.
No.
No, if you want to appreciate it, like they said, the Jews ran Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood was making the best movies in the world. The
That's what
Jews
I'm
were not
saying,
running
bro.
the French film industry.
Ran it right to
they
the
were
top.
terrible movies.
I'm trying to give my
Yeah.
brothers
Jews did
a
a
high
good job.
five.
That's
Jews
right.
did a great
Dude,
job.
Yeah.
My people were literally white savages in the plains, and we got Christianity, which stemmed from Judaism.
That's right. Even Christianity comes out of us.
It does.
You don't even have
Christ,
your
dude.
shit without
the
us.
Jews made Christ.
Ari Shafir Jew, November 2nd, only on YouTube.
Yes.
Big high five. And then Kanye West goes, he's been wronged. His people have been wronged. That's his complaint. And he just wants to engineer a better future. But his whole point is you literally cannot have this discussion at all.
We're
It's
doing
like,
it.
fair enough.
We're doing
We
it.
think we're doing
No,
it.
I
We
feel
are
like
doing it. See how
that.
it goes.
The can't have a discussion is interesting.
You can't talk about it. But they also, from every angle, you go, oh, okay. It's like, yeah, but the Holocaust was in the 1940s, bro.
Yeah.
I have a penny from when there was the Holocaust, I think.
Yeah.
I can go, ooh, that was a bad year.
That was a bad year.
Let me have that penny.
Ooh.
But when he says you can't talk,
Just any penny really will do.
But yeah, that's the one that's like, it's kind of weird.
but he said like you can't talk about this. But he wasn't just talking about it. He said he wanted to go DEFCON 3.
But his whole thing is he has to go over the top to open up the convo.
But like there should be
That's what he
some
said. That's
level
why
where you're
that
threatening
makes sense.
nuclear
That's-
war on Jewish
it's-
people. Where
that's
if
what
there
you
was
read
no
out of it.
line, that would be weird. If the media was like, yeah, everyone should be having
say
nuclear
you're
war
going
against Jewish
DEFCON
people.
3 against the Jews is wild.
It's a lot.
You can't have a discussion like you have
He's
to
having a
rethink.
mental breakdown.
I think he's super smart and up to something. He's trying to make interesting points.
I don't think.
I think he's been
think
doing
he's-
that-
well.
so Lex-
What
I
does
think
white
he's-
lives matter mean? It's got to mean something
Oh,
more than
that
just
was-
I hate blacks.
It had the Pope on the front,
Wait.
and it had Spanish.
No,
No
it
one read
just-
into
wait,
it.
he
No one
watched-
read about the shit.
He watched Candace Owens' documentary
yeah.
about how Black Lives Matter is a fraud. She made a documentary about that.
Yeah.
He watched it. He was like, "This is the truth."
He brings
Yeah.
it up. He brings it up.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
loves that documentary.
He brings that up.
He recites it.
What does he say? Then Lex is like, he's like, dude, I'm as healthy. He's like, I'm as healthy as I've ever been. I haven't taken medication in 2 years. And Lex is like, how you been sleeping? He goes, that's low hanging fruit, bro. Don't ask him. Was he talking like basically alluding to the fact he was in a manic episode? He goes, dude, you're better than that. That's that like Piers Morgan, old guy on the way out, low hanging fruit, grab rating shit. He goes, don't do that, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
How you been sleeping?
Yeah,
Low hanging.
he was hitting him with like, are you on a manic episode right now?
Oh, don't do that. Don't just call me crazy.
And he's like, bro,
That's what he did
low hanging
Chappelle
fruit.
when he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. You guys make this suck. And they're like, you must be crazy. You're on drugs.
Yep, but dude,
It's
he
like,
either
can I
is.
just-
But I think Kanye is having a manic.
It's so
episode.
hard to do because you watch it
it's-
and it is a lot of it's complete.
I mean, it's none of
hard to
my
follow
business.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
What
True. Fair point.
if he wants that? If he's having a mental breakdown, who am I to sit there and be like, he's crazy? I'm not calling him
I
It
crazy.
is easier to write off a point you don't like by saying you must be crazy.
To
instead
be
of-
fair, I think I've podcasted while manic. To be fair,
Definitely.
Yeah.
to be fair,
Yeah.
that might be why I kind of watch him and I'm like, I love him.
It is interesting.
It's very
watching
lovely.
my
It's
brother
interesting.
on a manic episode and be like, here's
Yeah.
another thing I'm thinking.
A Beautiful Mind was a good movie.
Yeah.
But no, it is. Yeah, it's weird. The whole thing's weird and very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. But it is, I don't know. It's interesting.
But like 6 of the last Manic episodes have been great, back to back. No one when he was on Ellen, when he was doing the.
He's going
Did you
after
see the
Pete.
BBC interview 10 years ago when he's on? It's tremendous.
And he's all over the place there
He's
too.
I think Yeezus is a full manic episode.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
a lot
think
of his
evolutionarily it might have a place, and like some dude
Yeah.
just goes berserk for 6 months and comes back with like one good idea, and you're like, whoa, fuck,
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of sick.
He would go berserk and put out like the best music.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you got to be a little crazy to be on that level.
Yeah.
You renamed yourself from an already fake name.
The name change is wild. Yeah, he does make wild claims too. Like, I'm the best writer. It's Shakespeare, then me. Like,
Wow.
shit like that. And it's
At least
just-
he gives up for Shakespeare.